When I was teaching Palestine politics in my department, one of my students, he said, "Sir, what can I do for Palestine?" I said, "You do nothing for Palestine. You should do one thing, that you should understand the problem." In most of the places, if you look at, whether it is the Indian media or whether it is a Western media, even the Arab media, there is a lot of confusion, there is a lot of cover, blind cover, regarding the issue of the real problems in Palestine. As Professor Beg referred, the Israelis, they say we have a security problem, etc., etc. If you ask me what is the Palestine problem, there can be one example. If you are driving a car, a very beautiful car, limousine car, or Audi car, Audi, and in car you are there, your wife is there, your family is there. You have 2 seats more vacant and somebody want lift. Please give me lift. Okay, you give the lift. And then that person who is taking the lift, he says, "It is my car." This is one example. The other example is that you have a house and some guest is coming to your house, so you will provide some food, etc. In Islam, it is 3 days. The guest is very Mubarak, but in Turkish tradition, it is 15 days. Okay, 15 days, but after 15 days, you are fed up. And the guest says, "No, it is my house." It's something like that. If you look at the Palestine problem, the Palestine problem is because of the way Israel was created. Method is very important. Even if you do something good, for example, a state is not a bad concept. A state is a legal, political, constitutional concept. Every community has the fundamental right of creating its own political formation, a state. But the way you create the state, and a state is created by the nation of the state. A state is created by the community of that area. So there is always a immediate link between the geography and the community and the political formation. 3 things. In case of Palestine, the Jews, they made a kind of irredentism, a claim which existed 2,500 years ago. That claim, there were no, means you don't find in 1840, how many Jews in Palestine? Only 10,000 in 1840. Even by First World War, Jews were 56,000. Even by 1946, Jews were 35% of the total land. So how the Jews came? The Palestinian issue is not the issue between Muslims and Jews. No, it's not an issue. It's not an Islamic issue. It's not a Muslim issue. It's an issue of self-determination. It is the issue of the national and fundamental right of those people who are deprived of their own land within their own territory. It is the issue of a child making a demand that you return my mother. This is the issue. And how Palestine was created. As you know, that Jews were dispersed all over the world. And they were leading business community, journalists, scientists. Before 1945, you know that Europe was the epicenter of international power. If you look into the history, you find 1896 is the period when Theodor Herzl, an Austrian journalist, he gave the idea of creating a Palestinian national home, a Jewish national home in a territory. Just after 1 year, 1897, he says there will be Jewish national home in Palestinian territory. That time Palestine was under the Ottoman Empire. Even before 1896, the British government and their agents, they also tried to influence the Ottoman Empire to give a free passage to the Palestinians to the Jews to go to Palestine and settle there. Ottoman Empire said, no, you cannot do this. You will create problems. So 1896, the first idea. 1897, the idea that Jewish national home will be in Palestine. In 1903, British offered Uganda in East Africa that Jews can take Uganda as their home. It is known as Uganda Plan. Theodor Herzl was very attractive to this idea, but he died. How he died, why he died, I don't know. But he died. As Yasser Arafat also died. He was quite well, but he died because of polonium found, polonium-210, etc. in his body. In 1905, there was a big Zionist conference, and they decided that Jewish national home will be established in Palestine only. So you find here that how Judaism, how Zionism becomes a political trump card to create their own national home in a territory which does not belong to them. They claim, for example, my forefathers came from Afghanistan. Should I claim there that this was my home 400 years ago or 500 years ago? Many South Indians, Dravidians, they claim in Africa the relations. Should they go back to Africa? Or vice versa? But you look at that after the First World War, or during the First World War, these Zionists, they were in the lookout how to achieve this plan, how to materialize this plan. And then Arab nationalism, like Arab Spring we have today in Middle East, there was an Arab nationalism movement in the Arab world. And this Arab nationalism was against the Ottoman Empire.